Welcome back to season 6 of Out of the Park Baseball with the Guardians, who made the controversial trade to trade Matt McLean, mostly for money reasons. He was going to get extremely expensive for this year, but then for several years after. For him, we were able to get Drew Cruz, or Dylan Cruz, sorry, and we also traded Riley Green. Riley Green was more of a combination of the production for the cost of him as a player. And, we gave him a big contract. I kind of knew that eventually we move off of him. So I'm not altogether surprised with that. But Dylan Cruz, still in arbitration, hit 35 home runs last year, is going to be $12 million probably about this year. We still have Cade Smith for, I think, yeah, it should be, I think, another year after his arbitration. That's actually something I want to change is um, the arbitration years because the game changed it to 7. I want to change it back to 6, but I don't know where to change that, to be honest, because I never manipulate things like that. So free agent service time, I think that might be in here. Minor league settings. Amateur draft. Okay. So let's try to find that if I can. Number of relievers. Let's do this while we're in here. I feel like sometimes this, I don't know if it does much, but I'm clicking anytime I'm in here. And then leagues and teams, rules, enable trading, that. Alright, I cannot find it, so I might not be doing it. So we might have Kate Smith for an extra year. So I'm actually am trying to figure out um, that. Right now, spring training. So I don't really know. Oh well, is what it is. So free agency is, I guess, 7 years. So we'll have Kate Smith. This might be his last year of arbitration. It says service year 6, so this will probably be his last. Um, Mark Church, pretty good for us. And then we have Brash, who pitched well for us. And then Sam Hedgens. Let's see what he wants contract wise. $2 million for 3 years. We'll give that for 1 year. Matt Brash. That's just too much. I'm not too interested in giving 11 million. So we have enough guys. We have a lot of flexibility when it comes to. This stuck in my pants. All right. And chances that he stays as a full 3-star is pretty low. We'll risk it, give him a longer contract. I suppose we have arbitration to still do, but we'll throw that on there. There's a good chance that He could be on the major league roster, at least in the bullpen, and it's not too expensive to where if we had to move off of it, it would be prohibitively bad. All right, so now let's look front office. I feel like we've already did this. All right, so we're good there. Personnel, we have their person extended. We extended the one person. We can offer him an extension and actually take care of this right now. So we're all good there. We looked at salary arbitration. Now we can look at player development. We're 14th out of 30. 5.3. Max out as much as we can. And then, yeah, he might be an absolute stud, so we're going to try to get him some more power. Dylan Cruz, all these guys are beasts. So he batted 169 last year, not very good. It's good power potential. We're going to try to do... Look at that later. Let's look at his batting stats and see. The strikeout percentage was about 30%, so that was not a very good. So we're going to look at two-strike approach for him. Travis had 30 home runs. That's good. He's only 27, so we can try to pump up his power a little bit. Jason Churio had 26. I mean, these guys are, and he's only 24 as well, so he's a beast. Mario, he's a top draft pick. Didn't pitch as well. His stamina, I guess, went down to 25. It's unfortunate. Trying to get him some more power. I want everyone with power. So Tanner Bybee's 30 now, so he's potentially going to regress. Have him, all right. Onhill's never really improved his power, but we're gonna still we're gonna still keep going at it. We're gonna still keep going at it. Just because we have so many slots. Khalil Watson had 25 home runs. We're gonna try to improve his contact a little bit. So I mean, 16 home runs. He dropped down a little bit, which is interesting to a 2-star. He's actually someone that we could potentially look to trade. Outfield is one of those positions where you can really just find anyone. Like, it's pretty easy to find productive players. David Fry still going at it. Someone like this, he just plays. I guess he can technically play first base. We tried him at shortstop a little bit, so he's not really that difficult to replace. And we can get someone like this, like just a relief pitcher. And we got AAA. So he popped off in AAA. What does he need to improve at? So he's pretty good everywhere. He's pretty versatile in the field as well. So we'll go 2-strike approach for him. And then for Jason Schmidt, didn't realize he was already up to that point. We'll give him some power if we can. Rick did well in AAA. Other Arias. Try to get everyone some power. Him there. Improve. Does he not have a lot of pitches? Oh, oh, where is he at? Lost him. We just go with that. It's unfortunate. He got to the AAA, but hurt his elbow. Let's go with endurance training. So we have some younger guys developing, which is nice. Restful, last couple. Let's look at the prospects. Leandro here. Try to increase his contact since his potential is only 45. Void K's is also 35, so working on both of those will be good. And then something like this, maybe endurance training. And then do we already have him in? I feel like we just throw him in endurance training as well. And last guy we'll throw in is there. We don't vote for awards. That's not what we do. For me, so he doesn't. All right. We got a new GM. Also, like that, like our team's been dominant, but like he wants to go somewhere else. I mean, GM isn't really that important, though. I don't think. Who's the youngest GM? I want to hire him. I think that sounds hilarious. He's 23. he had a career-ending injury, and so he retired. So he's a manager for the Rockies, actually. Wait, for the major league team? That's hilarious. Oh. Crazy how that works. Wait, they went. Hold up. They would trade us Wyatt Langford, closer or relief pitcher. Real question is, what's his contract at? Yeah, it's pretty big. And what's his batting? I mean, I'm sure he's good. 27, 272. It's actually, honestly, we're not. Like that's good, but um, it's just not worth it. Not for giving up Travis Bazania or a really good prospect for similar production. And Bazania can play in the outfield. We have a 23-year-old GM now. Just Guardians things. That's actually hilarious. I wonder if any of these guys are upset that they didn't get promoted. Hey, we'll take it though. Tanner Bybee got fielding for first base, Bazania for first base, or pitcher, first base, and center field. So we had a good defense last year, it seems. What's nice is I feel like we set ourselves up to continue to be good. Um, but we're not re-signing him, are we? Yeah, he probably would accept a qualifying offer. That's the problem with that. So let's go to hmm. So the second baseman's interesting. So we'll probably, honestly, probably take off someone like Ricardo. His demand's 3 million, so that's a bit too much. So we'll throw him on there. Then who else? Anyone else have a really high demand? Guadalupe Puig, a little bit too much as well. So someone like Vinny Garcia. His is really high, but also his 70 contact potential, 70 power potential is pretty interesting. And that third baseman wasn't really that wild with that. So we'll leave these in here and see if, we're obviously not going to get all of them, but getting two would be nice. So nothing probably too crazy good here. Yeah. Offer a minor league. Offer a minor league contract about those guys. All right. We'll do 1 year, 13 million. We have the money for it. See if there's any just random prospects. Yeah, not really. feel like Texas just wants to get rid of players. We'll discuss it if you just eat the whole contract. Yeah, they're just looking to dump contracts. And since we're a good team, they think that maybe we are interested in stuff like that since we are contending. But it's not actually the case. We're not trading Khalil Watson. What is this? Looks like he was a starting pitcher, but he's not really having the best stamina. They want an absolute insane haul back for him, which is, I would argue, probably not worth it. No, we're not trading Khalil Watson. They just want to trade us 31-year-old pitchers that are mid. The athletic, that's hilarious. I don't mind overpaying him a little bit, but not that interested in him, to be honest. And also, both of those random pitchers we offered minor league contracts to the two international players. We are actually not going to offer anymore. So you want my center fielder? I mean, we can discuss it, but you're not getting that dude. Hey, you just want too much. You just want too much. And they're trying to trade Nolan Jones. He had 27 home runs last year. That's crazy. Did we actually trade him back to Colorado, or did he just choose to go back? I guess Cleveland never got him. I guess that trade happened at the beginning of the year. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, we have to look at Rule 5. Eligible players. So I actually don't need to protect him because I actually don't mind if someone takes him because we did offer him that longer contract. Eli Wiltz, we definitely want to protect. He's not really, I mean, he did well at the major league level. We can waive him to make room for Rick. We can waive Coda. I don't really mind or really care about protecting him, but Jesus Baez. And Peter Haplin. All right. There's nobody really, like, I don't want to protect Jace anymore. So there's some guys that potentially could be taken in the draft, but nobody that is really popping off the page is like, I gotta protect this guy. And nobody got taken, so we're big chilling. It's always interesting. It's like someone like this is like we could just take and put on waivers, but then he becomes a free agent. So, pretty good AAA production. It's always a good spot if you are building a team where you can find some catching prospects or find like a backup catcher. It's usually a good spot to find people. Chase Burns is 26. He hasn't. Ooh, that's actually interesting. 23-year-old second baseman. Honestly, Chase Burns could be the play. So we don't really need a second baseman. Batted not that well last year at both levels that he's at. Hasn't played a ton of games. Seems to be, he's not fragile, but hasn't played a lot. Chase Burns, top prospect. So I actually grab him, and he's 26 as well. Do we actually have a full 40 man? Oh, we do. Alright, we're going to risk. Actually, is there anyone that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and try to trade him. 4.5 ERA, not the best, but we can make room for Chase Burns potentially. I mean, what's his contract even at? It's not 1.9 million. Why are they trying to dump all these contracts on me? Kind of toxic. Let's go here. Just give me a prospect. Oh my goodness. Doesn't have the drive to make the most out of his tools when we trade that. Alright, so that works. So let's go to the lab. Who did we just get? So he has potential ability to start, which is interesting. So his control, we can throw him in there for that. Oh, that's really nice. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's too late. Oh, he's up to 2.5 stars now. No, we can throw him in there and just have him improve infield defense. Alright, let's go to Rule 5 draft. Chase Burns. They don't recommend us taking anyone, but we will take foreigner or age limit. Oh, it's because we just because we don't. We made that trade and then didn't take anyone off the 40 man. Ain't gonna lie, that one's on me. Alright, so we're gonna put him up. I guess someone can claim him off waivers. We want this man. Very curious if someone actually does claim him because he is a top. No, nobody did. Hey, we will certainly take that. All right, so there is going to be some adjustments that we do need to make to the 40 man roster. because we have that 21-year-old slugger that's going to be ready to come up and pop off. They both signed on minor league contracts. All right, let's go to international scouting. So, Andres Bustamante, still interesting. All right, so we have Mason Miller now, so then who do we make room? How do we make room for him? I guess Jogly Garcia. Waive and designate him for assignment, so then we can fit Mason Miller back. A little expensive, but it's on a 1-year contract, and he's still a good reliever. 3.5 stars. It's kind of the $7 million difference with that other guy who wanted multi-years. If Mason was set on getting multi-years, I most likely wouldn't have signed him. So it's lower risk. So we have $300 million now in our budget, which means we still have $75 million available. Which means we could spend. It's always a weird phenomenon that you'll start to see is a lot of 3.5-star potential 2-star pitchers that typically don't really develop too much. Go ahead and claim him. And go ahead and claim him. So we have a lot of guys that are good, and a lot of guys that are on the rise. I kind of feel like a team might want him. I mean, he's 26. Nope. Has not really developed. He's just kind of hanging on. He's productive in AAA. Like, if he just wasn't, then it'd be hard to want to continue. Ooh. All right. We're going to go to all right, so can we offer contracts now? All right, so we can do that. So I mean, he's a beast. So someone like this, I'm very interested in. Low interest from the league, which is very odd. And then Felipe here, his first contract offer is pretty low. And then could offer him as well. And we still have a little bit of money. If we got 3 people, that would actually just be insane. So Saul Garcia, we're going to claim. We're going to claim these guys and then immediately trade them or release them. It's what we do. It's what we do. Cincinnati's just getting rid of everyone. Alright, so let's look at our pitching. Kelly Austin. He fell off a cliff. And Joe. So we're going to waive both of those guys. And then yeah, Cincinnati's just waving everyone. I don't know what they're doing. Honestly, I'd probably just grab one of these. Yeah, Bob. So with a minor league contract. Throw him on the roster. These teams are just getting rid of like all their good players. Guys that pitched like really well the previous year, they're just waving them. See you later. Let's offer a minor league extension, see if that works. Alright, so if we're constructing our lineup, Dalton is just such a weird player. Batted really poor last year, so I mean he needs to start in AAA to be honest. And if we look here, so we have several guys that he's 25. We're gonna shop him around. I know we just got him in a trade. It's not like that. Actually, it's already a good trade with that. We're just looking for. That's a really good prospect they want as well. It's 2.5 star. So he can only play first and center. A very weird combination. So a really good outfielder. We kind of move us back in development time. Closer would be kind of like if we needed another bullpen arm this year. First baseman prospect's interesting because of how much power he has. Contact's just really low. I mean, even this guy's pretty good. Let's go over to the center fielder again. See his scouting report. It would be a riskier trade, I think, than the bomber. So we're going to go with him. He's still on a minor league contract. He's a year younger. Actually has more power potential. Makes a spot on the 40 man. So can't go wrong with that. Alright, so we have to move some stuff around. So Andre's got third, probably locked down. So he can play second, he can play third, he can play short. It's actually wild that this dude can play short. So let's just theory craft our lineup. So if you put him at short, it takes CJ out of the lineup. Asbill can play the outfield everywhere. Jason Churio's got center field locked down. Lawrence Butler's got right field locked down. Dylan Cruz would be a good DH. But this means that we could move him to second. I guess why would we do that? But could move him to second. But Khalil is a much more natural second baseman. And then Angel off the bench. Walker Jenkins off the bench. Bill Stelmach off the bench. I kind of just want to put him in AAA. We don't really need him up here. Walker Jenkins batted well last year. But if we're looking for someone that could make an impact up here, so he can play outfield a little bit. This is where we could keep someone like Dean Curley up here. There's a lot of options. A lot of choices. All right, let's go to all right, so we don't have enough for him, unfortunately. If we get the other two guys, that would be nice. So let's look at international scouting. So now we got some more moolah. So we can take him off. We can take him off. Which means Vinny. We're not gonna have enough for him. Probably not enough for him. So we keep both those guys on for now. And the rest of these guys. Alright, so we need to actually trade these gentlemen. That's fine with me. Basically just abusing the waiver system to get some prospects. One of the easiest ways to make your farm system a little bit better. I think Joe and Kelly. I think Salt's the one we have to trade. Honestly, pretty good. All right, so we signed both of them, and we still have a couple $1,000,000. So we have 2.6 left. So do we want to try to get the first baseman or the catcher? We probably want to offer the catcher. Unfortunate. So we don't have enough for him. All right, and then I don't know if we have more. Unfortunate. Let's go to international amateurs. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm about to go lifting a little bit today, but just playing this for a little bit before I head off to there. I did about 4,000 pulls yesterday. Cooked me. Offer him a contract. All right, so we actually got 3 international players. It's kind of nice. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it, and for the chats in there. Keep trying to grow the channel, so anything helps. You know, even just viewing videos, I appreciate it. Trying to get to the 4,000 watch hours, but I hope you have a good MOK day if you have a day off. I do. That's why I'm able to play this game at 2 o'clock on a Monday, because I don't have work. But appreciate you stopping by and the kind words. Makes it all worth it. appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And once I got to the 3,000 or got close to it, it kind of just kind of motivated me to really kind of push and stream a lot more and just try things. I don't get a ton of I'm not like I have 100 people watching on streams and stuff like that, but at least creates really long videos if people want to help with the watch time and stuff like that. And um, you know, you never know. Never know if streaming becomes more of a consistent thing. So when there's a couple people in, it does like exponentially increase watch time, which is nice. But I'm also gonna be playing, doing stuff like this anyway. So it's kind of why not stream it and talk through what I'm doing anyway. Um, what was I even doing? Lost my train. That was spring training. But let's see. Oh yeah, so that's a ton of time. Yeah, if you can't do much in the winter, but yeah, I did that once. Mostly, I was able to set up I have an old phone, and since it was right outside my house, I was able to have it connected to Wi-Fi. Um, but I only did that once. But I figured actually like doing stuff would be a bit more better. But I'm also gonna be like doing a game like this. Like I would just unironically just play this just when I have free time anyway. So all right, go here. Let them figure out the lineup. I don't think I need to try to manipulate much as far as positions and stuff in the um, leave at 3. So I won't be able to finish a full season in this stream, which is fine. Usually takes a while. Hey, appreciate it, man. You have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. All right, we're at opening day. So we're look at still 15th overall. So there's going to be a lot that we have to kind of figure out for. So the first thing that's always easy is to move guys down that have 2-star. So it's only a 2-star. So he's not going to be able to be a reliever, so we'll just go ahead and send him back to the Cincinnati Reds. Kind of unfortunate. Real life, he's a good prospect still, but all right. So we have a lot going on here. So we're gonna demote him. Oh, they really want him. I guess he was productive last year. That is a risky. I mean, he pitched okay in AAA. 5 ERA. He was a beast last year. I feel like we go with him instead of Easton. And then Egner went 16-3. Why is he not? So we're gonna have to waive him. Mario is kind of on the bubble. I think we're gonna have to waive him to drop him down. I think we can just drop him. He's on a minor league contract, yeah. He pitched well for us. I'm going to demote him. And him. And then let him work out of the bullpen. All right, so let him drop down. Give him some more time in AAA. How many more people? We have to drop 7 more people. Don. Great goodness. All right, so I think this might be the time to trade CJ Abrams. Could be the time. All right, so we definitely want Travis to be in the lineup. Why is he at the major league level? He played single A last year. Played well. It's actually crazy his development though, but not yet, young blood. All right, so Jesse Kahn is going to be our shortstop. Is a rookie. And then so we have our 2 catchers. Leave Jesse Kahn at short. Fortunately, I think we have to drop him down. Drop him down. And I think we actually trade on Hill at this point. We have just too many. We're just too deep. Not a lot of interest for on Hill. It's productive every year, but can we demote him? Yeah, we can straight up demote him. Probably drop one more pitcher down. I think Matt Wilkinson is that man. Or actually, Mario. He's still got some options. Alright, so we'll drop him down. Eli Willits. Oh, Khalil Watson didn't do anything to lose his spot. Why wouldn't we have him hitting bombs? Our lineup should be pretty good. We do have to fix the minor leagues. We have too many good players. All right. Oh, Jace has finally lost it. We keep 32 there, that's fine. Now we have 30 there. 24. 29. Put those guys on high A. And these are all just late draft picks that we got. Which, I mean, wasn't really expecting much of them, to be fair. All right, international. And Lynchburg. Now we're chilling. So, will our team dominate? I guess we'll have to see. Forgot about that man. I forgot that he was hurt. He's a full 3-star. We probably don't get him though, right? It's kind of crazy. So let's go to high A. Let's get rid of all these guys. All right. It's hilarious when you don't have many people on those. Okay. I feel like he was 3-stars for a bit. All right, who else? Ricardo. All right. Now can we play? Man, we have dudes waiting. Imagine if we struggle. Logan Ohape, 0.093. Yikes. We have guys ready to pop off, ready to come up. Oh my goodness, 519 and 50, he's had. That's actually absurd. How is that even possible? How do you even do that? You're going right into the lineup. I don't even know if that's possible. Can you play, was it left field a little bit? I think we put you at DH though, brother. And then, can Dylan play center? Kind of. Kinda. Dylan's a little better in center. As Bill's the best option in center, sorry, but you in center. And then Dylan in left field, and we'll see how our boy does. Didn't know he was like that. That's actually insane to have a 500 average and 50 some at bats. 519, 12 home runs. That's absurd. It's actually absurd. Already has 2 home runs. in 13 at bats? Is he just gonna hit a home run every 3 at bats? This is Barry Bonds Jr. Everyone's popping off in AAA too. He's batting 392. What's crazy is we don't even need Yason. Like anyone that's hurt, boom, 10-day DL. We have dudes on dudes on dudes. Seven home runs, 220 on average. Only a two-star shortstop, but all right. So looking at our lineup, we can move Ohape down a little bit. Let's go here to stats. All right, Braden. Bring Eli Willits. Actually, we'll let Walker Jenkins bat there, and then all right, now we're chilling. Put him on the 10-day. It's not good when it gives you that option. I think Dean could play center a little bit. Not really. So move him up to center or first. Everyone up a spot. I think can Walker play center? Kinda. We're gonna put Lawrence at center. Jenkins and right. All right. We're gonna utilize rehab assignments. So we just changed all the lineups, and we're winning. Walker Jenkins is not batting too well. We'll do the same thing with him, since our team's doing well. And it's not so much any reason to keep them out of the lineup, but just to have a continuation of our lineup and to hopefully keep them from just getting hurt all the time. Which I don't think Asbell's been hurt a lot, but Jason Churio's been hurt a lot. Alright, we need a catcher. So he had a little bit of a hot start, but now he's struggling, so he can go back to AAA. Churio can come back up. Walker is not really doing too much. So Jason come back in. Center. Center. Right field, right field. Eli Willits is still popping off, which is good. He's batting 308 in that spot, 295 in that spot. Alright. Slot him into fifth, I suppose. Our lineup's actually popping. Khalil's like her. Yeah, Dean Curley's back, but he's struggling. He's got good power, so I mean, if he starts to hit for higher than Khalil Watson for average, they could go back and forth a bit. Alright. Kate Smith is really struggling. Same with Mason Miller. We'll try to get up to the draft, because I need to get ready for the gym. Fortunately for Dean, he's going back to AAA. He's right on the cusp. He just has to perform. That's just what it comes down to, honestly. Did I actually bring him up? Yes, I did. Alright. Lineups. Yeah, it says he's ready. What's his ERA? It's just like, 4.48. It's not bad, but don't necessarily need it lower. We just need to have a spot for him. That's the bigger thing that we're experiencing. So honestly, Asbill wasn't batting that well, but we're gonna generate the lineups. Let's check here for pitching. So Kate Smith, Mason Miller struggling. He's struggling. So what we can do is actually demote him. Bring that dude up. Let him take that spot. Keep rocking and rolling. I mean, we're 13 games above 500, so we are big chillin'. That's unfortunate. It's like Dean Curley's gonna come back up. Question is who's gonna go to short? Probably Eli Willits go to short, which means we need to figure out DH. He has 4 home runs, so I'm gonna risk it with Dean Curley. Give him just consistent at bats. He has the most power out of our bench players. And perhaps just being a DH, his average will pop off a little bit. 198. He has 7 home runs though. It's actually pretty. It's pretty insane. So I mean, if he bats just over 200 and he's mashing like that, maybe that's what he needed. All right. Lineups. So he's batting 196. We're gonna go ahead and demote him. Bring back the con. He's batting 278. It's 8 home runs now. Set his position to. We're just gonna let Jesse just DH. So what? 12 home runs this year. Honestly, Dean Gurley having 8 with such a low average is not actually terrible. Asbel only batting 209, so we're going to actually give him some time in AAA. Bring Braden back up. Unfortunate setback. He has 22 home runs. This would be an insane trade to be able to make. This would be a controversial trade to say the least. Oh wait, I'm at the wrong tab. What's his contract at? Ooh. Not too risky trade, but we're here to take risks, that's for sure. All right, so means we have to clean up a spot for him, which means Braden goes down. Tristan comes onto the lineup, and great goodness, is our team suddenly even better than they just were. All right, so Jason Kahn can play everything. Oh, we don't even have a spot for him. That's crazy. All right, so I think what we need to do is, so we're going to do left field, first base, right field, center field, bench, left field, right field, center field, first base, DH. Move him up to the 4th spot. Dylan Cruz is actually batting 321, which is insane. We have 3 guys batting above 300. Actually an insane lineup. We don't need to make any trades. All right, so this would be also insane to make. we are actually. I mean, he's batting 3. It's diabolical that he's batting 385, and we can just drop him down. And he's batting 293. He's not even batting poorly. What this means is that we drop Dean down, to be honest. Francisco into the lineup. And then he becomes our everyday catcher. Now this team's really good. Go with the center fielder. Kind of want to keep the season going, to be honest. Did they want us to go with the catcher? Yeah. Honestly, might just let the AI do this, but there's still some. There's some beasts that we can get. Yeah, we're just gonna let the AI draft the rest. Wait. He has a poor reputation. It's toxic. Look at this team that he's constructed. Alright, we'll get to the playoffs. Yeah, we're not trading Dean. We're actually really good again. So I think we have a good chance of winning over 100 games again. John Mitchell, our first round pick from 2 years ago, is not really developing too much. Yeah, I think we still have the best record in baseball. Who's our player? 30th out of 30. That's actually hilarious. Austin Peterson. We don't really need him, unfortunately, but he used to be in our system. We don't need anyone. Our team's so stacked from our major league roster to our AAA, which makes the fact that we have the lowest rated farm system actually comical. Because, like, right here, we have this guy. They immediately can step in. We have this guy. Immediately can step in. But we're going to bring him up, and we also have expanded rosters. It's 29 home runs in AAA. It's like we have two guys that are just beasts. But one of them play... What is a higher average? 336, 275. A little bit higher. So I wonder if this will be our highest win total of the season, or of this file. It's a smooth 17 game lead. Daniel Espinoza, he's productive. He always gets hurt. Detroit's not good. They're not going to make the playoffs, probably, I don't think, but it's nice to see him healthy. Never is. I think 104 is the best. Actually, should have looked to see what his at 2.06. Doing 105. What was our record? 106. Yeah, it's definitely our best record by 4 games. Wow, just a beast of a team. Now, last time that happened, we got bounced in the first round, but I'm gonna save this for the next live stream because I need to go get ready for the gym. I'm already a couple minutes late from when I said I was gonna leave. But we'll look at the team really quick to see. I guess we can set up our playoff roster. That will only take a second. So, go to 3-man. Leave that there. Alright. That's fine. And so, Tristan's average dropped a lot with us, but at the same time, like, he's still a beast at 14 more home runs. Dylan Cruz stayed close to 290. Bazania had 31 home runs. That's insane. Back-to-back 30 home run years. Jesse Kahn, rookie year, 22 home runs. Dean Curley had 11. Our only person is our backup shortstop that didn't hit more than 10 home runs in our major league roster. I guess for the season. Like Alvarez only hit 7 when he was on our team, but that's just insane. That's just an insane offense. Then our pitching, I mean, Cade Smith struggled, so it might not be his time anymore. But bullpen is actually probably kind of the weakest part of our organization, unfortunately. But we still got Schmidt here. Let's look at player development really quick. Yeah, it's just, I guess because we don't have a lot of guys ranked, but I guess he's not ranked, but like really good. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's some guys that have major league experience, so they maybe not qualify. Maybe they don't qualify anymore. But that's gonna be it for this one. So gonna go hit some big weights hopefully at the gym with some hang snatch and hang clean jerk. So we'll see how those go. But yeah, we're into the playoffs. Really productive season. Our best season of yet. So hopefully that means that we are able to push forward in the playoffs a little bit further than the first round and hopefully get another World Series. But another well performing team. Even Columbus Clippers won 103 games, which makes sense. They're basically like a 30 out of 30 major league team with how many major league players they have on it. But yeah, that's actually a crazy team. So let's look at pitching. Wasn't too good, but let's see home runs. Yeah, 31, 28. Like that's insane. And we have some guys that we brought up as well that had production as well at the AAA level. So that's gonna be